This morning, we're with Ken Weiss, the General Manager of International Violin Company. Ken, good morning. What does International Violin Company do, and where are we?
Oh, we're in Baltimore, Maryland. And International Violin is a wholesale company. And we wholesale everything to make violins, viola, cello, basses, guitars, mandolins. And we service the luthiery trade. Also, general music stores, certain colleges that have programs for violin making and the craft of restoration and repair. So we bring all of the goods together and they order and we ship it right out to them right away.
Ken, I brought my violin with me now. My father, Vlad Panov, is a luthier, and back in the late 90s, we actually moved from Russia. Remember, right after we moved, my dad saying, I got to go to Baltimore and get some tone wood. So
Right.
the violin that is my main instrument with the custom scroll of Paganini. So he actually came to International Violin back in the late 90s.
And that's something.
To get the tone wood. So here we are, what is that, 25 years later?
Well, I was here.
Yeah, you were here.
I probably helped him pick this wood out.
Pick the wood out. So so this violin was finished in 2002, but as you know, it's to custom make an instrument is quite a long process, especially from scratch. So it's honestly, it's very special for me to be here, as I've heard for a very long time about International Violin Company, and I myself called for advice many times, and I'm a public school teacher, and you've helped service and get a really incredible value with our tight budgets to make sure that our kids have incredible instruments and supplies. So it's very a very kind of a sweet return to this is where this violin
Well, it's
started.
great to hold an instrument that was made by your father, and he was obviously here selecting wood very much like this. Went back, made such a beautiful piece of art. And that's really awesome. And I appreciate you sharing this with us. Yeah, that's quite nice. This is, my wife, she's a pre-K teacher, and she's been doing it for quite a while. So when we bump into the people and they happen to be 20, 25 years old, and that's special. But this here is really special. It's very similar because the longevity in this career, and you get to see stuff like this. And then how old were you when he came to pick out this wood?
13, 14.
Right.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I was just a young violinist in training.
Right.
Yeah. So thank you for the service that you guys provide.
Thank you.
How has the business evolved from its humble beginnings to now being a premier supplier to luthiers and a lot of the shops that help to really keep the industry going, right? So when you go buy a violin, there's a lot that goes into it, whether it's violin, viola, cello, or bass. How has the business evolved through almost 100 years of this business existence?
Right. So, originally we were a catalog company. Basically, we would send out catalogs to our customers. And so by printing a catalog, we'd have the prices in there, and we didn't have pictures in our catalog. It was more of a price sheet with a description. When Lori took over, we saw that the catalog needed updating. I mean, we keep evolving as a society. We want more information. We want pictures in our catalog. We want so we did a catalog with colored pictures. It was pricey, but it paid off. So then the whole price sheet idea, with the fluctuation of the dollar, because a lot of the things that we sell we import, and the fluctuation of the dollar, the shipping, price increases. So we backed away from the price sheet, but the catalog still remained. But then we came into a situation where, of course, the web, and high tech, and I mean, it was fast moving. A matter of fact, I mean, shops basically could receive things and sell them, mom and pop shops, for a markup that was they were able to live off of. When the internet came on, you had a lot of people just discounting like crazy. it caused a problem really with the mom and pop shops as people started shopping online because I mean you have somebody sitting there going, well, I'm going to make a 10% margin on something, and the shop's like, I can't make 10% and keep my lights on and pay my employees. So stuff like that. So things evolve with creating a website for our customers to shop on, how to be secure with the credit cards, how to picture things. I mean, we used to go to a professional photographer. I mean, he's a product photographer. I mean, it was very costly. And back then it was a 3 megapixels. I mean, that was big, you know? And so our website was, really helping us. Um, and then as companies started getting wise to people really undercutting, and then map pricing, was really important. Minimal advertised price. But we also had our suppliers tell us, "Hey, listen, there's a way to display things. There's you can't just certain rules so that everybody had a good level playing field." So, but at any rate, today, we're able to live, with the internet and Amazon and Walmart's and everybody else that basically says, well, we're just going to sell everything, you know. So, and then we have the Chinese market. And the Chinese market, where you have the reps come into all the shops, and they're also well, they're copying a lot of things, and there's little you can do about it. And so you have that aspect of the business. So things have really evolved. So basically, we've learned to basically just be in our own lane. So we just almost to a certain extent wear blinders and know that our customers appreciate our customer service. We've learned that customer service is key. Where a lot of companies, you'll call them and you'll say, press 1 for this, press 2 for this, and then when you get to that, it's like, how can I help you? And it's not even a real person. We answer the phone right away. We want to know how we can help you. We give advice all day long. We give technical advice, product advice. Um, we we just provide that service. So that's where we're really focusing on, is that old school customer service, because today, unfortunately, there's especially with AI coming strong, and so so as far as our product, we always like to do something new. We bring in something new. We're trying to expand a little bit into the fretted world. Um, and so, I mean, so it's always evolving. Thanks for asking that question, because it could be a 2-hour discussion how things evolve. Yeah.